There was a song that used to play on the oldies station that my parents would listen to when I was a kid, and it was my white whale of songs. It was very seldom played, and it was rather unusual. So naturally, I was obsessed. Even though this song could probably be considered pretty offensive. The song is called If You Wanna Be Happy by Jimmy Soul. Released in 1963, this song was actually banned from a number of radio stations at the time due to the lyrics. Let's dissect part of the song.
If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life,
I do! Tell me more!
have to make a friendly woman your wife.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So for my personal point of view,
I'm listening.
get another girl to marry you.
I see. And why is that?
An ugly woman cook meals on time.
Wow. I mean, I do get pretty hungry and rather upset when my meals are delayed, but...
She'll always give you peace of mind. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get another girl to marry you.
Let's be clear. Now that music is readily available via the internet, I still play this song a lot. I blast it in my car and sing along very enthusiastically. You may or may not be able to tell this about me, but I love when very weird or irreverent things are said with a very upbeat and positive delivery that contrasts the nature of the words. And cheerfully singing about the joys of marrying a woman who is objectively unattractive just brings me such delight. And I cannot fully articulate why that might be. It's probably for a therapist to figure out. Now, if you said to me that this song is offensive and you don't like it, then I would say that that is valid and you will get no argument from me. But I still like it. It's funny, I sometimes feel like people think that offensive music is some sort of degenerative development of whatever the most current generation is. But if you look throughout history, even through the last 100 years of recorded music, you will find plenty of very dirty or very offensive songs. And other things that people kind of clutch their pearls about now are things that were common throughout human history, like erotica or fan fiction. They just weren't labeled using those terms and are now called literature or art. I mean, even when they were excavating Pompeii, they discovered that the walls were covered in drawings of penises. I feel like there are two different ways to interpret this song. There is the generous way, and there is probably the more accurate way. The generous way is noting that marrying someone who is very superficial or who is very focused on their own physical appearance may not be your best bet in life. And sometimes you do encounter a situation where someone who is extremely physically attractive has learned to lean on that as essentially their main personality trait. And they may not have developed other interests or hobbies or a sense of humor because all people have essentially noticed about them and responded to their entire life is their physical appearance. So that has become the thing that they feel is most important. Whereas someone else who did not have the same experience growing up as the very pinnacle of the societal standards of beauty may have developed other interests and personality traits that would make them a better emotional and practical match for a life partner. But the probably more accurate interpretation of the song is that marrying a beautiful woman will make you jealous and worried that she's going to cheat on you, but marrying an ugly woman is great. She will be so grateful to you for marrying her that she will make dinner every day and you never have to worry about her cheating on you because she can't, because she's ugly. And even knowing that and saying it and hearing how awful it sounds, chances are if you pulled up next to me at a red light and you look over at me in my car, I could very well be singing this song at the top of my lungs. I am just a mess of contradictions and nostalgia. Jimmy Soul actually started out heavily involved in the church, and he began his career by singing a lot of gospel music, hence his name, Jimmy Soul. His congregation gave him the nickname Soul. But following his successful music career that eventually petered out, as well as a stint in the military, he unfortunately developed a drug addiction and was later arrested for selling drugs. He eventually died of a heart attack at the age of 45. Since that is very tragic and depressing, I am going to end this video on a fun fact. If You Want to Be Happy is actually a cover of a song called Ugly Woman that was released by Roaring Lion in the year 1934.
If you want to be happy and live a king's life, you'll never make a pretty woman your wife. If you want to be happy and live a king's life, you'll never make a pretty woman your wife.
Roaring Lion's real name was Raphael de Leon, and he was actually the maternal grandfather of the actor Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fun. Her eyes don't match? What does that mean? Are they different colors? Because that would be cool. Or is it like one's really big and like one's really small? Why would that make her good at cooking? Is it like having an automatic like bifocal built in? And then she can read the tiny print in recipes? I'm overthinking this. I can't tell if I like this shirt or if it makes me feel like I'm a sad former clown who left the life but just can't completely let things go.